Alright, I'm gonna say something controversial here. Calisthenics is like a pizza, you know? It comes in all kinds of different ways, including pineapple. And what I'm trying to say with that is, calisthenics is a free sport, you know? There is lots of different ways to do it. You have your skills, you know, the planche and the front lever. You have endurance calisthenics, you have weighted calisthenics, you know, street lifting. But also, you know, you can use calisthenics in a bodybuilding way. You can do it purely for your physique. There's all these different ways to do calisthenics. But lately, I feel like I see it more and more on the internet that people are saying, oh, what you're doing, that's just some fucking push-ups. It's not calisthenics. You know, doing skills is the true calisthenics, or, you know, there is no bulking in calisthenics. It's not bodybuilding. And at the same time, those people are complaining that calisthenics is becoming an empty sport, you know, it's becoming dead. Well, maybe you shouldn't restrict it so much then, because calisthenics in the literal sense is just using your body weight to build strength. So whatever you're doing, if it includes doing an exercise where your body is moving around, mainly instead of some weight, unless, you know, you add some weight to your body, and you're using it to build some strength or, you know, to make your muscles bigger, then you're doing calisthenics. So I don't see why everyone is so stuck up about the definition, right? I mean, not to point fingers, but come on, guys. It's not like if I'm doing different calisthenics than you, that it's suddenly not calisthenics anymore. You don't hear like a ring gymnast complaining to a floor gymnast that he's not doing gymnastics because he's not on the rings, right? He's just doing a different way of gymnastics. And, you know, I just want to say it's a free world, right? If you see someone, you know, using their body weight to build strength, then they're doing calisthenics. And I don't see why you wouldn't support it, right? You're making the sport bigger because people see bodyweight exercise and it just funnels into whatever you're doing as well. So all I'm trying to say is let's just be one big happy community, right? It doesn't have to be complex and pointing fingers at like what you're doing is bad, right? So anyway, that's just something I wanted to get off my chest here. But today we got a skill and arm day because yes, I don't only do, you know, skill work. I also use calisthenics to get a bit of biceps. But yeah, I warmed up already. I'm gonna do some planche today and then some bicep work. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna start off with some planche presses because, you know, I've seen Levan and the French guys training their ass off, and I'm just like, I have to, you know, do some more planche presses to get my planche strong as well. So today, just like last time, I'm gonna do some of those. Although last time I did quite a lot of volume, I think I'll cut the volume in half and then do the remainder of the training just on arm work. So yeah, planche presses to start off. We'll see how it goes and then move on from there. Nice. 2 sets of 3 presses with about a 2-second hold in between. That's a PR since last time. Now what I'm gonna try and do is put 1 kilo on my feet and get 2 seconds to press, or maybe, you know, 2 presses. We'll see. Whew. I keep bending my arms though. I have to find like the right activation to prevent myself from doing that, but hey, the only way to find out how to do that actually is to just keep training. So I'm gonna keep paying attention to it and keep checking the videos until it finally becomes okay. Alright, it's gonna be one press. Let's move on to a bit of supinated before doing the rest of the presses. Alright, so one thing I want to mention here is I keep bending my arm, right? And what I just have to do is keep trying stuff until I find something that works for me. I often see people in the comments like something in training is not going well, and then they ask me, like, what should I do? What should I do? And it's good that you're requesting information. You can look up the information as well. But rather than that, you should also keep, trying different things, looking for a way in your training to fix whatever issue you're facing, whether it's like struggling to progress or struggling with the form. You should, keep tweaking little things in your exercise until you find something that feels good and is correct to you. So, theory is very good and all, but don't forget to put it into practice. All right, now let's do some supinated planche. Quick warm-up. Feels heavy. Oh! That's so fucking heavy. All right, I might try to do one more set of this, but then I'm gonna do the remainder of my presses before moving on to some chin-ups. Okay, bicep curl chin-ups, supersetted with weighted curls, just bow curls like this. I have 12 kilos on each dumbbell, and I have 10 kilos even in a backpack over there. Yeah, it's 10 kilos. So reason I'm doing this is because it's been a while since I did the bicep chin-ups, I was such a fan of them, and then I stopped doing them, so I just felt like doing them again today. And again, on these chin-ups, what you do is you grab the bar tightly and you hold a bit of, not a false grip, but you try to curl in your forearms. You have a close grip, and then when you go up, you try to keep your elbows together like this, and you try to, curl your knuckles into your neck area over here, like this. And then you can just see that your arms are getting tight as hell. So this is gonna be very heavy on the biceps. It's also a bit of back, but to be honest, you barely feel it in your back. It's all arms. So low rest time. I have my timer every 3 minutes here. So it will be like 2 minutes rest, I guess. Let's go. Holy fucking shit. These are way heavier than normal chin-ups because you're not using your back as much. Alright, some curls as well. Alright, fuck. That's heavier than expected. I'm not gonna need the backpack anymore. Just body weight is more than enough in some cases, especially if you're aiming for a pump. So a couple more sets and then finito. All right. All right. Those chin-ups and curls ended up in a malicious, I think you say, malicious arm pump. Yeah. I don't think I can complain about the pump today. But anyway, let's sit down and have a chat. Okie dokie. Another successful training in the books. Regarding my bending arm on planche stuff, you know, if I put my arms in front of me, like all the way, like my left arm is longer than my right one, or like my shoulder goes forward more. I don't know. So something's happening there, but that's like, if I were to blame that, that would be like blaming my genetics, right? So that's kind of stupid. So the only way to like really deal with it is to, well, deal with it, you know, find a solution so that I don't bend my fucking arms in the planche, because it's annoying, right? No one wants to do a bent arm planche. But anyway, today was a successful training, you know. I always have two goals in my trainings, right? I'm training a skill or something for strength, and I'm trying to get a pump. And today as well, I was able to check both of those off. The volume was not as much as, you know, last time on the planche training, but today is kind of like a lighter day, like light skills and then some pump stuff for the arm. So I'm not too bothered by that, you know. As long as you're moving forward bit by bit compared to your other trainings, then you're good to go. So yeah, really nothing to complain about here. All that's left to do is, you know, to eat a lot of food, bulk up, and come back tomorrow. You know, like I was saying in the beginning, right? So some people really are like stuck up about what calisthenics is. You know, calisthenics is not bodybuilding. Calisthenics is, you know, to get stronger at planche and front lever and whatever. No, does it really matter? We're in a free country, or like a free world, I guess, right? If I want to do calisthenics to build some muscle, that's good, right? It's even better for calisthenics because it means that calisthenics is such a good sport that you can use it for multiple purposes. Like even in the bodybuilding world, right? So if a bodybuilder were to do pull-ups and dips, you know, which they actually do to put on muscle, is it suddenly not calisthenics anymore because their purpose is different? I don't think so, right? I think we just have to accept that there is multiple things that you can do within one sport, and then yeah, be one happy family, right? I mean, it sounds fucking corny, but like, I think by trying to restrict like a lot of stuff within calisthenics and telling people like, oh, what you're doing is not calisthenics, you're kind of pushing people away, which you don't want, right? You want to have as many people in the sport as possible, because that way the sport will grow. New people will come in, will do new crazy things, reach new heights. New heights means new standards, higher standards. And if you have higher standards to uphold yourself upon, it's going to be beneficial in the end for yourself as well. I mean, most of the time people are like limited by what the best people in the world are doing, right? So, for example, no one thought like a 4-minute mile was possible until someone did it, and then everyone was doing it. So you want the same for calisthenics, I believe, where you have people coming in doing crazy stuff that no one thought was possible, and then hundreds of other people can reach that level as well, because now they know it's possible and the barrier in their mind is gone. And then from within those people, someone else will come along and even top that. And by just having as many people as possible, like the sport will grow in each direction. It's not because calisthenics is this whole and you have your one niche that you want to do and other people are doing another niche. It's not like because the other niche is gaining popularity that it will hurt your niche, right? Instead, it will help it, because people find one niche in calisthenics, but then because they know this one niche, they will learn other things about calisthenics as well, go to other niches, and in the end, just more people will come around. But yeah, that's enough yapping for today, I guess. All I just want to say is, yeah, it's not bad to have pineapple on your pizza every now and then, right? It's not because you don't like whatever someone else is doing in calisthenics that it's bad, right? It's just another opinion. So yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow is going to be skills and triceps, which is going to be a lot of fun as well. And yeah, I'll see you for that workout.